Hello and welcome back to Kritika Online. Now we're once again with the Prodigy class, except this time I've chosen to go with the Artifacts as my specialization. Now this is actually a very interesting build, it really is. It plays unlike anything that I've personally played, and I played the Star Monk, I played the Valkyrie, I played the Scion, I played the Cat's Paw, but this is the first class that has actually stood out for me. So at level 15 I got the choice between an Elemancer and an Artifacts. But the Elemancer, it looked alright, but having the weird pet things with you was a bit of a deal breaker. I know they don't usually play like a pet class, but I simply preferred what the Artifacts looked like. So what kind of abilities do we have? Well, first of all, this is one of the first classes where you can ignore the little basic tier skills, and you only concentrate on your actual class skills. Now, Homing Bomb, you don't get to put any points into this, and it's kind of a little bit wacky with your rotation, because you need to press right mouse button and you drop a few little things. If I was to say use my flamethrower, it would detonate them and they would all deal damage. But as you can see there, they don't respawn instantly, they take about 15 seconds, or when you use a different ability like so, you can recharge them straight away. But other than that, it's quite weird because you have this basic attack, which is Hammer Time. It was one of your original basic skills, and it's one of the basic spammable attacks that the Artifacts has, but I don't see any reason in using it. Yes, I did take it to level 5 because you were quite limited on the skills you had at a lower level, but it just doesn't seem needed. It does meh damage, and it really is not needed compared to your other utility skills. So with the hammer, if you press the left mouse button, you go to a little spammy attack, and if I was to use the right mouse button, you do a little spin. Both of them don't really do much damage, but they do give you a charge of your little homing bomb. With your flamethrower, if I press the left mouse, you can overcharge yourself for a longer burn, and you can move around a lot. If I was to say use the right mouse button, which is my favorite, you can use a flamethrower, and then you can overcharge and do a massive blast attack. That's basically what I use all the time because it does so much damage. We then have the bazooka, which is shoots. If you use your left or right mouse button, it determines what it does. However, if you simply press it like you saw there, nothing happens. So if I press number 2 and then left mouse, you shoot a missile that basically explodes instantly into the enemies, and it deals a nice lot of damage. In fact, I think it's one of the highest damaging attacks I personally have, being it's only level 1 and does almost the same as a level 7 flamethrower. But its right mouse button will throw you away. So if an enemy comes charging at you, you can use it to run away from the enemy if you wanted to. As for number 3, this is the Anchor Gun. I actually quite like this because it does a surprising amount of damage. So using it and then pressing left mouse will pull you to the enemy, dealing damage on multiple occasions, when you first hit them with the anchor and then when you drag yourself through them. If I was to right mouse, it'll then pull the enemy to me, so it's like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. That just means you can pull them over to yourself, and then if you really want to, use a hammer and smash them into the ground. But it gets a little weird with the rotation. Like I said, you don't really use Hammer Time that often because there's not much downtime between you using these 3 skills and dropping your little bombs around. So what I'm going to do is head over to the next room by smashing up this door, and I'll show you what's going on. So I'm going to drop these bombs down, and then I'm going to use my missile, blow him up, go to a flamethrower, overcharge it, boom. Let's now pull myself into them. And you see there is a little gap there where I could have used Hammer Time, but I'm going to use that simply to drop the bombs. This is basically how it plays. I'm really impressed with how it works. So I'm just going to, let's drag him over to me. Oop, that didn't work because I just simply killed him. That's what I kind of meant by the Anchor Gun is surprisingly powerful, because it is really, really powerful. So charging there, drop some bombs down, blow them up, overcharge your flamethrower, and they're all dead. It's really, really fun to play, it really is. So anyway, this is just a quick update video on the Prodigy class, what I was doing, and my first impressions of the Artifacts class. Now I will say, some of these abilities later on look absolutely fantastic. Matterhorn looks a little disappointing because it is just a giant horn. Then we got like Tesla Stick, we got then machine guns, we got Mortar Fire, which is literally a giant mortar cannon that you fire. You then got Buzzsaw, which is used simply to pull people in. We then got rocket launchers. Then we got an earthquake thing, which is literally just destroys everything by earthquakes. And then my personal favorite, which I cannot wait to see, Nukem. Look at this little preview up here. You literally drop a nuke on your enemy and it just wipes out everything. It's incredible to look at. So anyway, that is basically my little first impressions of the Artifacts class. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll be back with another video when I make some more progress leveling this character. So thank you all for watching. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.